Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It is that time. It's tarot time with Cindy, my friends. I've already pulled out a few oracle cards to kind of get an idea of what I'm looking at here for the collective. I'm picking up on an energy here that has had a huge shift in your consciousness. That's, I mean, really honestly, that's how I would describe this. This is someone who has had a huge shift in their consciousness. These are the two cards that are the underline. I remember. All paths lead home. All paths lead home. Now, if that weren't also a confirmation, we got a second one here. The underline for the other deck that I'm using is change of mind, shifting. You see that? I remember change of mind, shifting. All paths lead home. This underlying energy to me is like, it looks like someone who has had sort of like their conscious and their subconscious have sort of started to communicate to one another very well. You are maybe understanding and remembering a purpose that you have here. If there's something that you've been doing in your life and you've been confused about it, you're not sure what the meaning of it is. If there's something bigger that's like, what is this? You might even be asking, like, what is this? What am I supposed to do with this? It's almost like it makes sense. Like something makes sense to you now. Those are like, that's the foundation of who you are right now that I'm looking at, right? That's the foundation. These two cards came out when I was shuffling. Your life is a canvas, the cosmic heart. This is manifestation, it's creative accountability, it's devotion, potency, making your life a moving prayer. It's really interesting because both of these cards really do lean heavily into someone who is strongly connected spiritually to themselves, to their source, to their guides, to manifestation. Like where you are right now, I mean, and this is recognizing too. This is recognizing, you are recognizing that where you are right now is a direct consequence of your thoughts, actions, feelings, emotions, and projections in the past. So if you are taking that right now into the moment of right now, the energy, it's like you're aware that the energy that you are using right now is going to be your future. Like you're seeing how that energy is playing forward. I want to say that, right, in having that recognition, like in recognizing that, you are being very aware of your thoughts, your feelings, what your consciousness and subconscious are doing. You're believing in yourself. I mean, here, there's a very strong sense of belief. Sorry, I just got a super itchy upper lip. This is somebody who really, really is connecting with who they are. And it's kind of realizing, you know what? I can make any number of choices and decisions here, but the choices and the decisions that I make may not steer me off my path, but I can walk more comfortably on my path or more uncomfortably on my path based on whatever energy I choose to bring forward or whatever action I choose to take. This is also someone I feel like, right, like this is kind of like the start of walking into the labyrinth. Someone who may be recognizing that the labyrinth is not necessarily a place where you come out of. It is a place where you discover yourself. Now, the Return of Spirit Oracle deck card that came out was integrity. So this came out too with someone who is honoring themselves here. You might be doing this in the face of adversity in some way. There could be others around you who are not seeing you for who you know yourself to be. They could also not be on the sort of path or be functioning or taking actions in life here that are in the same integrity as that you would like to take. This is like when I read to the words, make your life a moving prayer. This to me is somebody who walks the talk. So whatever it is that you talk about, you're also walking that in your life. Whatever it is that you ask God for, you're also finding where you can give that in your life. I mean, and this is all part of your creative accountability too. in what it is that you are manifesting, where you find yourself now. I feel like, you could even find yourself, there could be a situation here that is very uncomfortable or very difficult or awkward or, whatever it might be. And you're recognizing that, you know what, it is either my mindset, is my belief system, is the actions, is the words that I have spoken in the past that have created this energy. It's shifting it. This is having a set of beliefs and really honestly sticking to it. But these beliefs are not coming from something outside of you. And you're also not looking for validation outside of yourself for this belief system. And this belief system is mostly in yourself and what it is that you are making around you. Your life is a canvas. Accountable for what you manifest. Your life is a canvas. Wow, the King of Wands. I mean, there's a really powerful manifester. Look at how the energy, right? The energy is coming out of the King of Wands and moving past and beyond him. It's exactly what we're saying here. Like the energy. So it's almost like you are materializing your future for yourself, whether you are aware of it or not, or you believe it or not. It's just like how it works. It does. And there's a really strong, powerful energy coming off of you too. I want to say your aura is really strong, particularly your upper auras. Head, throat, mostly, yeah, I want to say down to about the 3rd chakra. These auras are really, really strong for you right now. Your chakras are very strong. There's a sense of it's almost like an energetic powerhouse. It looks a bit like an energetic powerhouse. The 3 of Cups. The Fool. And the 4 of Swords. I think you've put some things behind you here. You may have put some relationships behind you. You're walking forward and healing without taking energy from the past. And it's interesting, right? Like if you're healing, you're not taking energy from the past with you. You might even be, maybe this isn't even like a healing. This is just a resting. A future of rest. You may be making an active choice here to take life easy for yourself, to rest more, to contemplate more, to allow things to be, to allow yourself to be. How are you showing creative accountability? The Emperor. It's you. You are taking control of your life. You are taking control of your life. You are taking responsibility for your life. You are taking control and responsibility for the things that you are required to take control of and responsibility of in your life. The Emperor. The Queen of Swords. The 2 of Cups. And the 2 of Swords. Okay, this is somebody who is learning to see. You're learning to see. You're learning to see beyond just your own feelings. You are learning to see beyond just your own intuition. I want to say seeing beyond one of these is because you were using the other one to some degree here. You are using at least two significant types of intuition here. I want to maybe even say three, because the Queen of Swords is a very powerful observer. And when we observe things in our environment that might even be like on a subconscious level, like just recognizing somebody could be saying something to you and the words that they're saying are not the same as what their body language is telling you. But this could be like really, really subtle. Their body language, like this person could intentionally be trying to disguise something that so that you can't see it or you don't see the truth. Whatever, whatever that could be. But the Queen of Swords is like, there's something about this that I don't feel comfortable with. There's something about this that this person isn't telling me that is the truth here. There's something else going on, right? And depending on what level of observational skill you have here, this might just be like something that sits in the subconscious and you just feel like, I don't feel right about this. I don't feel right about this. This doesn't make me feel good. My intuition, my spidey sense is tingling, like something else is going on here. Now, others of you, you could just like kind of pull back from a conversation or a situation and think about it and go, okay, like replay it in your mind, or to pull out those mental notes that you were making while that was happening, while you were in the sort of the throes of the conversation or interaction, whatever it is. And really like seeing the signs and the synchronicities and going, okay, that's exactly what that was. Even though what I heard, what was coming out of that person's mouth was something completely different. So this is really like, this is somebody too who's stepping out into the world in a very brave way. You have the King of Wands, and the Emperor. This is being incredibly brave here with your life and your energy. The Cosmic Heart. The Cosmic Heart. The Queen of Pentacles. It's grounding this. This is really coming into that whole manifestation energy. What is it that exists around you? What responsibility do you have for what is around you? How do you give to it in the same way that God is giving to you? How can you give to it in the same way, in the same fashion that God, maybe, or at least energetically? Make your life a moving prayer. Nurture. Take care of what it is that is around you. Nurture yourself. Take care of yourself. This could even be something as simple as the plants. It could be a plant in your house. It could be a pet. It could be a relative. It could be a small project that you're making, some sort of creative artwork. But you're giving something back of yourself here. It's like God is infusing you with this energy. The Queen of Pentacles. The Two of Wands. The Knight of Cups. Oh, and the Empress. Wow. This is impressive. Who is this? This energy is absolutely out of the ballpark insane. I don't know that I've ever picked up such an advanced energy like this in a reading. Because this looks to me like someone who has taken both their own masculine and feminine energies within them, their own yin and yang energies, and you have fulfilled them to the highest degree possible. The King of Wands may have been the King of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles are likely, because they're, well, you do have the Queen of Swords with the Emperor as well. But this Queen of Pentacles leads into the Empress. I feel like you have been mastering archetypal frequencies within yourself here. You've been mastering energy and responsibility to it. Because both your divine masculine and divine feminine energies are appearing here in this reading. Like, these don't look like separate entities. In this situation, in this context, as I'm doing this reading, these look like all, this is all one person. And there's a creative accountability as well, is that there is no one else who is responsible for the success or the path that you choose for yourself. This is somebody who is very sovereign. This is somebody who has released a burden. This may be a burden that was within your heart with the Ten of Wands into the Nine of Cups. Instead of carrying the earth on your back, feeling the weight of the earth, feeling the weight of existence on your back, this is how you can nurture your existence. This is how you can nurture the existence of energies, objects, people, things around you. I mean, it's funny, like the integrity card is the next one to ask about, but there's a lot of integrity already in that. Integrity, in which way here is the collective, in what area of life, or in which way is the collective showing the most integrity? Temperance. This card is really fascinating because in this image to me, she is holding both yin and yang energies have come together, and holding them is like holding these two energies in integrity. I don't know if this is something that somebody can do like in a very prolonged period with like the changes and shifts that are always happening, like sort of in a planetary earthly experience like this. But I feel like I'm at least catching somebody in a moment of time here. It's like a snapshot of a really incredibly balanced energy. And integrity is someone too who to me is living and walking with temperance, combining these two, living and walking in sort of like grace and patience, alchemizing, allowing things to be, allowing yourself to be. There's a strong sense here of allowing self to be, of allowing things around you to be, and to be responsible, claiming responsibility on an energetic level for yourself, on a level of what it is that is being produced into the future for you, in terms of manifestation as well. Temperance. This could be your philosophy about life as well. And this may not be other people's philosophy around life, but this is yours, and you stick to this. You believe in this. This is not something that is that comes and goes with the changes of the wind. Temperance, Chariot. The Seven of Swords. And the King of Cups. Okay, that's very interesting because this is telling me this is somebody who does things and they don't need to explain to others why they do. You don't need to justify what it is that you do. You don't need to justify why you don't do. Like whatever it is, this is someone who does not need, this is part of your integrity here. You do not need to justify yourself to others. You do not need to explain your actions to others, or why it is that you choose to do or not do the things that you do choose to do or not do. Right? Like the King of Cups. The Hanged Man. The Eight of Wands. Interesting, in the Five of Cups here. There could be things here that you have wished or dreamed of in the past that you may be recognizing are not part of your journey or not part of keeping you on a journey of integrity. This is somebody having like a very spiritual second look, second go at the right. This is a very much a wish card to me with this Eight of Wands. Like, what is it? Where is it that you're wishing yourself forward to? Where have you moved or steered your wishes? Now, with the Five of Cups, this to me is also, this card looks like a bit like ritual to me. It looks like she's standing at the shore and she is in sort of some sort of ritualistic way. She is releasing things that have been disappointments in life. Maybe these are ways that she or he has disappointed themselves. Maybe these are relationships that have been disappointing, but it's almost like the final steps in some type of mourning. And the Five of Cups is like, in the sense of the tarot, it is a situational depression or situational sadness that someone is experiencing. So there could be symbolism attached to something that you are integrating and alchemizing as well. And you could be detaching yourself from those symbols. How did you remember? Whatever that is. How did you remember? Fated life versus destiny. And fate, right? That was, I can't remember where I was, what reading I was in. It was something that I was looking up for one of the signs and something. And it brought us to Carl Jung. And it talked about, I think it was him or was it Buddha? I can't remember now. Somebody who had basically said, it's basically sort of like the shadowy, unresolved aspects of you that you refuse to look at end up being the things that appear in front of you in life, right? Like they're going to be there. They're going to be, until you look at them, you're going to keep manifesting them right in front of you, which is also interesting because we're talking about accountability and manifestation. And that's like fate. You're fated to keep repeating this. You're fated to keep running into it because it's a part of yourself here. It's a reaction. It's a habit. It's a doubt. It's whatever it could be. It's like you're not dealing with it. You're not looking at it. And so you're fated, right? Where destiny, I've always said that to me, destiny is what you carve, what you make out of your situations. It's how you sort of recreate life, even if there's a particular path that you're meant to be on. Because even fate, you're fated. You're fated to look at something, whether it's looking at it inside yourself and dealing with it, or dealing with it over and over again in a physical way. And that's kind of showing up as a speed bump, sort of a speed bump, slowing you down, moving forward, right? And then when you hit that fate, what do you do with it? When you're in that fated event, what do you do with it? How do you make destiny out of it for yourself? So what did you remember? The Three of Wands. Something about expectations. What to expect in life. Remember what to expect in life. Maybe it's not so much. I mean, someone who does not expect is probably pleasantly surprised or shocked at different times. What did you remember? The Three of Wands. Your future, your destiny. You remembered your future and your destiny. That God will bring it to you. And all paths lead home? All paths lead home. And how did you find that? How did you find that? Wow, the Eight of Cups. Kind of like walking away and disconnecting from everything. Not having an emotional focus on anything except specifically something that you choose here that you dive deep with. And to me, this is somebody about to go into a really deep, maybe not shadowy. Yes, it could be shadow, but it is to focus on the self. It is to focus on deep healing. Taking one cup, committing to one cup here. Committing to yourself. Shifting. Change. Well, let's do change of mind. I love your underlying energy. Like, too, it's almost a whole reading in itself. Change of mind. The King of Swords. That's a mind that hardly ever changes. Wow. That's pretty big. The King of Swords. Holy shit. That's definitely getting out of your own way, your ego. That's massive. Shifting. Like I say, this energy is really inspiring and intriguing. Shifting. Shifting the Devil. Oh my goodness. Your own thoughts. And how you are trapped or how you are not trapped. Your own mindset keeping you trapped. Your own mindset being convinced that, I don't know, maybe your heart was of little value or your heart was trapped. Your mindset believing that your heart was trapped. Not believing in the value of your heart. These are really big energies, like really fucking big. Is somebody doing this in the middle of eclipse season? I'm impressed. Whole thing is in the upright. Let's start with the star. Blessings, truly understanding who you are, embracing it. Wow. And then the Queen of Wands. So yeah, embracing this, embracing who you are. This is somebody who has very strong ability to download, to create in this energy that you hold, that you harness, that you receive. The Ten of Pentacles, the Sun, and the King of Pentacles. Wow, I don't know who I'm reading for, but I feel like this is somebody who has been or is on the way to leading a very, very fulfilling life here. Yeah, this is someone who is like fulfilling life in the way that their soul really, really hoped for. Hoping that you would go through some sort of lessons here and come out on the other side very strong and in your true integrity here. And then that integrity will be reflected in your outside world. I'm going to do your extended. In the extended, I'm going to look at what is the spiritual energy that you are stepping into. Your next, is there something beyond this? But we'll see. What is the spiritual energy that you are stepping into? If you'd like to follow me to the extended, there are 2 options in the description below. Thank you so much, everyone. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.